Adding some of these poses to your cross-training routine will not only improve your range of motion and flexibility, but it will also build strength in your lower body and core for better stability on technical trails. Remember to breathe deeply and intentionally, and keep your abdominal muscles engaged. Crescent lunge. With your hips squared and facing forward, keep a 90-degree bend in your knee and your back leg straight. For an easier modification, drop your back knee. Crescent lunge is great for building strength in your quads, hamstrings, and glutes. Warrior 2. Point your back foot to the side and make sure your heels are in line. Keep a wide stance with your weight balanced over both legs and your arms actively reaching. Warrior 2 strengthens your quads and hamstrings and stretches your ankles and hips. It also helps open your chest and lungs. Warrior 3. Both legs should be straight but not locked. Focus on creating a straight line with your leg and upper body by keeping your hips flat and pointing down, and your spine elongated with no bend in your neck. Warrior 3 works your hamstrings, calves, ankles, and your core. It's especially good for building balance and stamina. Extended side angle pose. Point your back foot to the side and press it into the mat. You want a 90-degree bend in your front knee and your arm actively reaching. This pose is good for strengthening and stretching your quads, hamstrings, hips, knees, and ankles. Plank. You want your hands shoulder-width apart and pressing into the mat. Keep your abs tight and your body in a straight line. For an easier variation, drop to your knees, keeping your hips in line with the rest of your body. Plank is a great way to strengthen your abs and your back. Side plank. Your grounded hand should be directly under your shoulder. Stack your feet and keep the edge of your bottom foot planted on the mat. And keep your core engaged. For an easy modification, or if this bothers your wrist, drop to your elbow. Go for a side plank to focus on some different parts of your core. Eagle pose. Once you get into position, focus on a point on the ground in front of you to help you balance. Keep your chest lifted and your spine straight. Eagle pose not only strengthens your legs, especially your calves and ankles, but it also improves stability, balance, and concentration. Dancer pose. Keep your standing legs straight but not locked, and your hips squared. Lift your chest and drop your shoulders as you're trying to bring your forward-reaching arm up. Dancer is another great pose for improving balance and leg strength, and you get a great stretch in your hips and abs at the same time. Revolved pyramid pose. Try to keep both legs straight but unlocked, and your hips in line and pointing forward. Keep the twist in your upper spine, not your lower back or hips. If you can't straighten your front knee, use a block to support your hand. The revolved pyramid pose is especially good for loosening your IT muscles. Half pigeon pose. As you come into the pose, your bent knee goes behind one wrist with your toes near the other. Your upper body should be balanced over both hips. Use a block or rolled up blanket to support your bent hip if needed. Half pigeon is an excellent deep stretch for loosening your hip flexors. To learn more, check out these videos.